Welcome to Idaho Today. I'm Carly Cash, filling in for Melissa Paul. The Boise Farmers Market is taking sustainability to the next level. Joining us, our Executive Director, Amber Beerly. Like Beerly for Christmas, right?
Buy-early, but
buy-early.
We're talking trash today, so it's just fine.
Okay, buy early. Yeah, don't be early, buy early for Christmas, right, Amber? Okay, and Deanna Smith with the Treasure Valley Food Coalition to share how the market is working towards becoming 100% green. So why is this a priority for the Boise Farmers Market?
You know, one of our values that we have is sustainability. And so what that's looked like before with the farmers market is what are the farmers doing, you know, for the soil, regenerative health and things like that. But really we had a great couple of board members that said, what does that mean at the market? Literally every Saturday, the event that's happening. And so that's where some of our board members came in and really talked about sustainability and sustainable practices at the market.
Sure. And what kind of impacts are customers seeing as far as sustainability?
Well, what really prompted us to start with the composting program, because there's many things we want to do for sustainability. We started with this at the market because we realized a few years ago that we were just generating an enormous volume of trash every Saturday at the market. And it was frankly becoming a cost to us, but also a lot of effort on the staff, and it doesn't fit with our values. So at the same time, we were introduced to Timber Creek Recycling, which is a local commercial composter, and they can compost more different kinds of things than the city's program can do. So like paper products and plastic products, if they're made the right way. So what it's doing and what the customers are seeing is we have these stations where we have volunteers that help people know how to sort. So at each station we have a compost bin, a recycling bin, and then a trash bin, because we still have trash, and help people know, because it's complicated and confusing.
Yeah, so what are some of the specific changes that you've made?
Yeah, so we have vendors who are food truck vendors, as well as our other vendors who people come and buy and eat food, and they have plates and cups. And so we're working with the vendors to move those products to a compostable product so that that can all go into our compost.
So something like these spoons.
Absolutely. So all of these are compostable products. And so these were things that were going into trash. So it was landfill waste. So in the initial pilot program, we reduced waste by 20% just by like, hey, let's see what we already have. And then introducing the eco products, what we were able to do is now we're at least 40% that is reduced from the landfill. That's stuff that's not going in there. And it actually is becoming soil that some of our farmers are using on the farm. So it's like your garbage.
Full circle.
Full circle. And that video series that we have, and you've showed some of those on there, it's the More Than a Market series, and it's talking about the things that we do that are beyond just the market, and this is one of them, and it's closing that loop is what we call it. The composting really closes that loop, and so it's an important series. It's a way to get to know the farmers market and see all of our value.
You know, and I think people have good intentions. They want to be good to the earth. They want to recycle. They want to compost. They want to do these things, but you know, old habits die hard. And when it's put in front of you and made so easy like this, it's easy to get everyone on board, right?
The amazing thing is at the market, you'll see Deanna. He will almost every weekend be there, but you'll see folks with these green aprons educating you about what goes into what. And our program is just a little bit different than the city one, which is like every effort is a good effort. But this actually, we can get a little bit more in there, those paper towels and things like that. So we are significantly reducing our impact. And of course, our number one goal, 100% green. We're not there yet, but we're gonna get there soon.
So what does this look like in the future? I mean, what is kind of the broad vision here?
So in the future, we're working to move all of our vendors over to these products who have something like this at the market. And once we get there, then we're gonna develop a returnables program, because we already have a number of informal shoppers and vendors who like egg cartons, they'll bring them back, or glass jars, they'll bring them back. But we've heard from both our shoppers and our vendors that they would like to build that. So we want to try and bring that in so that part of the waste station would be a returnable spot, where you could return all the things we've identified. But every step takes a little bit. We got to work with the vendors. We got to educate the shoppers. And we do it all through volunteers. So it takes a fair amount of time. It's
Sure.
a little bit of a slow transition.
How can people do their part and support the green team today?
So speaking of volunteers, we always need volunteers, and they're actually just 2-hour shifts on a Saturday, so 9 to 11,
That's not
11
bad.
to 1, not terrible. And really, it's about interacting with people. I told you it's trash talk, right? So, but it's also just educating people. So it's about that interaction.
Sure.
We'll on the staff side can take care of a little bit more of the gross stuff, but just getting in there, really educating people. So we need volunteers, and we're about to announce a large grant that we got. That's amazing, but we can always use that support too, because all of this actually does cost money. We want to defer some of the costs from our vendors because they're small businesses and working hard. So we're working on all those things. So donating to the Treasure Valley Food Coalition, who's our sponsor for our C3 programs, and then again, just time that treasure that people have is giving their time to us.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so one more time, where can people go for information, Amber?
Yeah, the BoiseFarmersMarket.com. You can see on the top there where to volunteer. You can also hit that amazing video series just to learn more about. If you're like a little on the fence, like maybe I want to do it. Hey, learn more from that video series. So
awesome. Thank you so much, both of you, for this initiative and for being here today and educating us. From cutting down on waste to cleaning up our community, see how one local group is keeping the Boise River beautiful after float season. That's next here on Idaho Today.